Right. Hello. Right. Evan Murphy, hi mate. You alright? What we doing? Well. Amazing, Evan. Why does setting up a headset take so long? The headset's not the issue. Setting up. It's more the title, the tags, the thumbnail, and then the recording date, and then I have to sort of switch it on so kids can't watch the stream, because if they happen to watch, if like under 18s happen to watch the stream, my whole channel would get banned off YouTube, and then yeah, I'd get butchered. So it's not my headset that takes long to set up. If I could put one of them screens on beforehand which said like this stream will start soon, I would, but fuck knows how you do it, so it's a bit old school. You just have to wait for a few minutes. But yeah, I'm playing online today just because there seems to be a lot of players on in the EU server. We've got 69 players on. We did have, I think there was like 70 odd just before I started actually. But yeah, I'll get straight into it, straight into front lines today, I think. But yeah, it doesn't normally take that long to set up. Right, let's go in there. Just froze. Alright, here we go. I'm not sure why there's so many games. I'm not sure if they're possibly... Oh, that's a custom game. Maybe that one was full before, but we'll click on this one. The Argonne Front. One of the better maps in the game anyway. Let's join. I haven't played online in a while. I've usually been doing a lot of custom game recently. Just because I like keeping my HUD off. I've turned it back on now actually. No, sorry, I've kept it off for this, so it might be a bit more difficult, but we'll see. But yeah, for future reference, usually you set up one of them. It's like set up a stream. It takes like 5 minutes or so. And another issue is where I'm living currently, the internet's fucking piss poor. Where I used to live, it was great, but I'm not living there till September now, so slightly disappointing. Chat's working, everything's working. Right, what squad have we got here then? Where's the bot? There should already be in. Germans. What role have I got? Keep this roll. I need to unlock everything again. What I've realised as well, I am first prestige, but I'm first prestige level 68 now or something. So that's not too bad. Here we go. Let's have a look. Amazing Evan. Message retracted. Oh dear. I'm not sure how everyone's skill is going to be on this. I feel slightly rusty because I've been on DayZ all week. I was playing a bit of Saints Row on Sunday, I think it was as well. We'll see how it goes. Looks like we're winning at the minute. It's going to be a nice change up though, playing online. Can I hear it? Dropped him. I'm not sure who I'm dropping either, just because I've got the HUD off, as I said before. Right. So it looks like we've got the left hand side of the trench, so that's what I'm going to push the most. Try and hold that position down for a bit. I always say that. I do always say I hold the position down for a bit. I get fucking bored and start moving right. What have I got? I've got a mortar shell. Can't call it in yet. Quickly get in this trench. So if we can hold this section down, we should be okay for a bit. Got a fair few guys in at the minute. Probably going to win this one. Got him. That was a nice headshot. I'm not sure if I should turn my HUD back on, lads. Just want to see if I recognise, if I kill anyone, if I recognise the names. Let's do a surprise attack here. We've got mortars now as well to call in. This guy's seen me coming. Is that MG out? Ooh, did I get him as well? Possibly got the third guy there, I'm not sure. I hope I did. But yeah, if you want to join, I'm in the first server that's open. Oh, gone. Yeah, I go in front. Treating. More guys that join the bit. Although I'm easily stream sniped on a game like this. Let's hold the line here. I do miss playing with the German weapons. Some of the best in the game, definitely. Did see quite a few. Oh, there's one there. One to your left, mate. Oh, you're right. Might have just dropped him. I'm not sure. I don't want to shoot in case I take that guy's head off. I can't remember if they brought friendly fire back into online. I'm not sure. Let's reload. American in the right. Let's bet the guy. Too slow. Hi Croc mate, you alright? Hope you're doing well. Let's call a mortar in on this hill actually. Someone's actually got the same idea there. Fall back a bit. I think I probably killed him though, I'm not sure. Was that a guy with a Tommy gun there? I don't think it was it? No, it wasn't. Sometimes get mixed up with the German caps and the Tommy caps. I think I probably got him there. The final shot. You can shoot your teammates, but you get minus 10 points. Right. Aye, fair enough. Just because, as I say, I've got no HUD on currently. Dropped him. So I don't get any of the sort of messages to tell me that I've hit them. So I was worried about shooting a guy who was just sort of looking there. He was looking above. There was a fella behind him. And I'm doing alright, thanks mate. I'm doing alright. Come on, we're pushing. There's one there. Oh, they're falling back, that's why. That's what mortar's like. Still got a quarter to go. Now let's push. Let's get to this foxhole. It's not a foxhole, it's a fucking shell hole. There we go, to the left. Didn't drop him. I'm going to push now. He knows I'm there. Burn at him. Did someone get him? I heard someone drop it. Oh no, that's a friendly. Shit. I think I got one. That was dodgy. Very dodgy situation. It was a good attack though. I think we're getting a few guys pushing on the right. I think they seem to be more focused on the left from when I just went in there. So keep trying to push guys in. It took out there though. It's a good start though, it's definitely a good start. I think I've joined this game late, mind. Can't tell. So yeah, I found out that the Prestige I'm not Prestige 1 level 1, I'm Prestige 1 level 68 or 69 at the minute. Which is better than I was expecting, so hopefully if there's a Prestige 2, which I'm not sure there is, I should be able to get it fairly soon. Did he see me? Let's go for a bayonet. We'll leave him for now. Watch out, Philip. Oh, I didn't reload quick enough. Do you use the in-game chat as much? Because I use it a lot. In-game chat? That's, is the run? Do you play PlayStation 4 PC? Or do you mean the order wheel? Because I used to, yeah, the one and stuff. Yeah, I used to use it a lot, but then hardly anyone uses it. It would be good. It would be good to see more people use it, mind, because it is helpful, especially when they are flanking you on the left or something, or there's a sniper out there. But no, honestly, I don't really use it anymore. Some people acknowledge it with the replies and stuff. It all depends on what game you're in. Maybe I'll try it this game and see what happens. Although I just pressed the wrong thing there, so that's... They can follow me if they want it. You see. I was meant to hold the line. Got a gunner on the hill. Here we go. I hate the spawn on this one. It's so fucking open to get into the back of this trench. I took the gun out. I think is that him there? No, it's a tree. He is there though. We've got a mortar left here. Take that fucking hill out if we can. Oof. That was a good shot. Run Argon at the minute. Argon Forest run. I think at the minute in the EU servers there's 4 different games going on. 2 St. Me Hills, Argon, and then there's some fella in a custom game. Oh, he's just been took out. Pushing in the left flank, I can hear them. Is that them? Is that them? No, it's not. I really don't like... Oh, how come? No, honestly, I'm... I'd have to say that's my favourite map on the game. I think what I like about that map is the sort of attrition battle that you get in the middle. Doesn't seem to really move much from there. Oh, they got me. It's too close for me. Yeah. I think that's It depends what type of player you are, I suppose. I think it's, in one sense, it's good if you like the melee combat and you like using your bayonets and grenades, handguns and stuff. But I can understand not everyone will like it. You probably won't be a big fan of this map then, because this is pretty close up and personal. Let's jump in, go for a bayonet. That's nice. Oh, I couldn't pull the trigger on him. Am I the only one that doesn't like the flamethrower? You're probably in the majority now. Everyone used to love the flamethrower, and then after the update, they completely nerfed it, and it's just like a water cannon now. It's the opposite of what it's meant to be. I can actually see from here there's a machine gunner in the middle of the field. We'll try and take him out. I think they're going to capture this line actually if we don't hold it. Wrong order. Let's hold the ground. Who's in my way? Get out of the way. Yeah, we're not getting. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flank from the left, go around the back. Yeah, but the flamethrower was really good at one point. I think one of the best times I saw the flamethrower was probably on this map. I think a guy just cleared the whole fucking trench out using it. It's a nice shot. Oh, he was to the left. Should have saw him there. Like this map, what's it in my goal? Not a fan. That's fair enough. Personal opinion. Personal opinion. That's what it's about. I do think though, I really do, Croc, that this map is still. Well, that's a good grenade, and I can't move because that guy's fucking lying down in the trench. Never lie down in the trench. It's just a shit way of playing. It's pointless. Because not only you're fucked if grenades come, you sort of fuck everyone else up when they can't get past you. Yeah, I mean, I really do like Sim. Although it's a good map. I like how bright it is as well compared to the other maps. I think a lot of the maps are quite dark on this game. That one's nice and bright. This guy's going to be here again. Oh, I was hoping I'd just get him there. The best map for me is the Fortress one. Fort de Mont, I think it is. And I've forgotten the name of that, but yeah, Fort de Mont. That's a great map. I think that's the best offline map because you get a lot of really good combat. It's good practice if you want to get better at your shooting and stuff. Play Fort de Mont offline against bots. Nice kill. Let's call it. Oh, that's a bad mortar. Shit. Push this guy in here. Couldn't get him. No, I couldn't get him. But yeah, if anyone wants to join, it's the Argonne Forest. I think it's the busiest game in the EU server currently. Points are tied, that's not bad. It's not bad. On the online in Verdun, can you get bots to fill places up? Yeah, you should be able to. You should be. I think there's not in this game currently. I don't think, but there normally is. There's a tip for you as well. I've got best squad mate there, and normally the easiest way to get best squad mate is by having the NCO of the class, just because you can constantly call in team orders, and if your team goes to around that sort of point which you've marked, you get more points for it and stuff. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. I think there's a few guys prestige in there. Oh, too quick. I think I saw a few, possibly prestige 2 or 3 guys there. It's good to see. It's a good feature though. It gives you something to aim for, I think. Yeah, this map's great. Yeah, this is probably the best sniper map in the game, I'd say, or one of them. You know, clueless. Of course, that don't. You know, clueless NCOs that don't use motor smoke, etc. Yeah. And there's not much you can do. I think you can, if you have got like a clueless NCO, you can apply to like change roles, I think. But some of them don't. Some of them don't know how to change. I might make a video on that one day because I think the NCO role is like one of the most important ones. Let's hold the line down the. We want to try and hold the hill if possible. Take the high ground. The only problem is with taking this high ground here is that snipers pin you down pretty easily. I mean, smoke is the best thing. I think it is. It is. Smoke and gas can be great, but again, it's like what you were saying before. If a guy is using smoke and gas and he doesn't know how to use it, you can fuck your own team up more than you can fuck the enemy up. You can blind your whole team, especially when you're playing as the Germans with them shite gas masks. Sounds like they're coming from the left flank. We'll hold this sector for now, or this section. But yeah, smoke can be great, especially when you're on sort of a consecutive push. He's got mental, this guy. Haven't seen one player yet. Not sure what's going on. They must be heavily pushing left. In fact, they are. I'll get on this hill and see them. I like smoke just to cover the advance. Yeah, that's what I mean. If it's done properly, you can go for like a few consecutive pushes. Tell you what I like about having the hood off is I can't tell if I killed anyone. I hit the sandbags there, mind. What the fuck's he doing out there? I haven't got mortars yet. Let's call a mortar in on that far side. And they've got the same idea there, firing mortars at me as well. Yeah. Going back to a video a couple of days ago, do you still think the devs have given up on the console version of Verdun after the big update? No, I don't think they've given up on it. I reckon they're still looking at it closely. I just think they're going to be really focusing on Tannenberg more than Verdun currently, so I don't think we'll see any major changes to Verdun till Tannenberg's out itself. Which I think that's fair enough. They're a small studio, so if they want to focus on like Tannenberg and get that right, then I think that should be a priority. Because you don't want them to fuck Tannenberg off. Because Tannenberg's a really, really good opportunity to sort of reboot the series, or the franchise for PlayStation at least. Stay in cover for a sec, get my sprint back. I don't understand why people don't use cover, like I flank. I don't see many people spread. I think people don't spread is because they don't play the game enough. Bayonet. I'll get my shots off in time there. Yeah, people don't spread enough on this game. But then certain situations, it's better to pile up as well when you want to get a foothold in the trench. Again, I think defending it's best to spread, but when you're attacking, sometimes all pushing into one sector is quite a good thing. But then it has its negatives as well. Obviously, a machine gun or a grenade can take you out pretty quickly. So it's like, you know, it's pros and cons of the situation, I think. Do you know when it's coming out? Tannenberg, I think the release date is December. I've put it on. I've got the update video on my channel. I think it's from like 2 weeks ago, I think now. But yeah, it's coming out. Apparently, according to the website, I think it's a PlayStation news website. I think it's fairly reliable, but you can never trust the news sites too much. But it said, I think it was like the 30th of December or some shit like that. But then I had someone the other day tell me that it's going to be out in the second quarter of this year or something. I don't know. Oh, I thought I had some more sprint than that. How much is it going to be? Oh, I'm not sure about that. I know I had someone in the stream yesterday, not yesterday, 3-4 days ago, the last Verdun stream I did, and he was telling me that I think Tannenberg's really cheap on PC, but I'm not sure if they'll make it PC price. They should really. It's kind of unfair if they get it cheaper than we do, but we'll see. It won't be full price AAA game, so I wouldn't worry about that. Come on, run, run. I know there's two guys up here. Reload. We've got a mortar, come on. They know I'm here now, so I'm going to have to just be really careful. Oh, that wasn't gas, was it? No, that's mortars. Got a foothold here though, we need to get as many guys in as we can. We need to still watch the right flank as well, like this fella here. I think I might have killed him though, even though he got me as well. It might be the same as the Verdun price wise. Yeah, possibly. Well, I'm trying to think how much I paid for Verdun when it first came out. It wasn't much. It wasn't much. But it's like really cheap now. I think I paid like 20 quid for it or something. £20. But I can't fully remember. Verdun adds microtransactions. I'd hate that. I hope that never happens. That should never happen for Verdun. Microtransactions are the worst thing in gaming at the minute. Other than half the games. Such as Man-Eater, for example. Awful. I got it for £16 on Xbox. Yeah, I mean that's fairly cheap. I think that's fairly cheap for this game. I would pay £16 for Verdun currently in this current state that it's in. I would pay that. It's a lot to do with like expectations and stuff as well. You can't. I think. Right, I imagine there's a few people who buy this game expecting it to be like slightly more realistic than Call of Duty, for example. But it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty difficult, this game, when it wants to be. I just shot my own guy there. That's not good. He's not there at the minute. I mean, Verdun does not need to turn into like Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1's I think it's awful. Other than the graphics, I think the game's awful. Honestly, I wouldn't pay any money for Battlefield 1. Or Battlefield, the World War II one that just came out as well. That looks awful. In fact, that's just a disgrace to history. That is. It's horrible. Trying to read comments and play at the same time. Oh. He knows I'm here. He's moving up. Right, sprint, sprint. I'm glad he didn't turn around there. He would have fucked me up. Oh, he's a German. Battlefield 1 just winds me up sometimes. How come? What in particular? With the microtransactions or the gameplay? Yeah, still attacking us. Got French to my right. Got Americans to my left here. I got his head there. Battlefield 1. It just didn't come out though. What didn't come out? Might have missed something in the chat there. Sorry for that. I hope that mortar fucking went to the back there. I hope it didn't glitch in front of me. To kill someone, you have to use a whole magazine on them because they've got damage points on them. Yeah, that's like shite like that, which ruins games. I mean, I wouldn't. Battlefield 1 shite anyway, but try. Yeah, I knew I killed him. Fuck that. Try a hardcore server on Battlefield. When I used to play Battlefield 4, that bullet sponge was something that really pissed me off as well. So I started to use the hardcore servers. So when you use snipers, for example, it's one-shot kill anywhere in the body, not just headshots, which I thought was more realistic. But I don't know how anyone could play Battlefront 1 because it's just, I think, from what I can tell, the majority of the guys who play it just use like machine guns and shit. It's like World War 2. Looks more like World War 2, but I mean, Battlefield 5 is done with updates. Really, hasn't even been out too long, has it? EA is a twat of a company, though, you know. All they want is money. They used to be good at making games. They used to make Medal of Honor back in the day. They used to, you know, Battlefield, when Battlefield used to be good, they had Bad Company, Battlefield 3. But sort of EA now have just sort of turned to money, microtransactions, and all this sort of SJW shite. I'm sure they had people with fucking robot arms in the trailer, if I remember. Tell you what though, there is some good news for if you're into your history and shooting games. COD World War 2 is coming out for free on PlayStation Free Game of the Month next month. So if anyone's interested in that, that's something to look out for. I've played the game, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Just in reloading time there, fuck me, too slow. Yeah, but it came out in 2017, I think. I mean, Battlefield 1 only costs for DLCs. Because you see on YouTube people comparing Battlefield 1 guns with Call of Duty World War 2. Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Anyone know World War 2 online? I have played World War 2 online, yeah. I didn't think it was great, to be honest with you. It felt like a Black Ops, like I briefly played Black Ops 3. I didn't really want to play it, by the way. This was just, I just happened to play it one time. And Call of Duty World War 2 seemed to be like Black Ops 3, but with a World War 2 skin on, basically. That's what it felt like. With boots on the ground. We're doing better though, we've captured this trench. These guys seem to be good at shooting, but they don't seem to be good at pushing. We'll hold this, let's hold the left sector. I don't particularly like shooting into the forest because a lot of guys use it as a good snipering position, which it is. In fact, this whole fucking tree line it's really quite good. I think he's already dead, is he? Yeah, he must be. Are they in down the right? Yeah, I'm gonna flank right now. Oh, he's a gunner. Fuck. I think you think about the wrong one. Is that like map squad style? No, I know World War 2 is definitely the one I've played. The I'm not a fan of it. And do you know what it is? I was expecting it to be like World at War. And I think that's why I'm not a big fan of it. That was a nice kill. Hit 2 of them there. I do love the old school French uniforms, even though I don't think they're very helpful. I'm using the March Trench. That's why I love this map. Yeah, it is great. It's a fun map to play. It's so difficult, but it is fun. Message retracted. But yeah, it's a difficult map. I think when you're flanking, you just hope people don't see you, but there always seems to be one guy somewhere. We've got mortars, yeah. Let's get one in down there. I'll flank this guy left. Hope he doesn't see me. Oh, he's there. Yeah, he's to my right. Do you think Verdun would add armour cars? No, Verdun's always going to be infantry based. I do think Verdun should add, you know, you see like the artillery guns and machine guns in the battlefield. I think you should be able to use them with limited ammo, obviously. But I think if you've got like, if they're in the game, let us use them. You never know, it might be a future thing in Tannenberg. Oh, behind you. Let's bayonet charge them. Oh, he's got me. I still play World at War sometimes on the 360. If they do, Battlefield 1. Yeah, I'll definitely keep it infantry, and yeah, World at War's a great game. The last time I played it on 360, like I was saying it to some other guy in a stream the other day. That some guy had unlimited dogs for the whole online round, which was quite funny, albeit frustrating. We're defending and hold the line in. We had cavalry. Cavalry would be cool to see in this game, man. That would be a cool feature. I know Battlefield 1 did have horses, but I don't know, that wasn't great. That wasn't great from what I you know, saw. Right, are we attacking? Yeah, let's. Again, with this map, I try to always push to the right hand side. The left hand side's more difficult, but the right hand side also has the bunker at the top, which is a guy aiming at me from. And once you've got the high ground, you do have the advantage. There's a lot of guys here. It's bayonet charge. Oh! Could have done a whole trench clearance there if I was a bit more accurate, I suppose. Should have aimed when I shot that guy instead, and then bayoneted the rest of them. I think Battlefield 1 went a bit OTT with the cars. Yeah, oh they did, mate. Yeah, completely. That's the thing. Battlefield, like, they completely lost all the historical aspect of World War 1 and World War 2 in both them games. It's just an arcade version. It's just an arcade game, that's all it is. It's nothing, there's no realism about it. I suppose if you just want a shooter that you're not too arsed about what theme they do, play Battlefield. But I think when I play a war game, especially when it's set in a historical sort of period, I want it to be somewhat realistic. Bastard ran away from me. I see nobody go centre. People don't tend to go centre on this one because the centre's really open, and then there's a barbed wire ditch to the left of the hill. We'll try it. Let's see. We'll go centre this time. Though it's looking quiet, which is good. he saw me coming. God damn it. I mean, Battlefield 1, pretty much late 1918. I would say, I suppose maybe with the weaponry, but it's not like a realistic adaptation of 1918. I wouldn't say. But it isn't. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about. It isn't. Not at all. Half the guns that they put in that game were never used in World War One. I don't think ever. They were just guns that were there like around that time period. But I doubt half the guns in that game were ever used. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna push right again. Get the hill instead. But yeah, the center is probably one of the more difficult ones to push, and then the left-hand side, you can get so far because you've got a tree line near where the yellow trench marker is. So I mean, it's, as I say, yeah, you can get so far, but then eventually they're going to pick you off. Oh fuck! In my opinion, there's too many SMGs and LMGs. What is that in Verdun or in Battlefield? I imagine that's Battlefield you're on about there. Yeah, Battlefront. Battlefield. I always say Battlefront. Battlefield. Oh fuck! I went left. And then I was going to come back right again, then bayonet him, but didn't quite work. I mean, Verdun needs to add like a game mode where you can push to the last line, where you have to push to the last line. Well, that's what front lines is basically. I mean, do you mean as in? Well, I don't know what you mean there. Front lines is pretty much that game mode. Alright, defending. Let's hold the ground. Because front lines, the whole aim is to push them back as far as you can, and they have got a last line. On this map, I think you've got 1, 2, 3. You've got 3 lines to push them back, or 2 lines, depending on how you want to look at it. Because to me, World War One is more rifle based. Yeah, exactly. Which is why in this game, if you see, the majority of the time I'll always use a rifle or like a revolver or a pistol. I don't really like using the LMGs. I think the people who lie down with LMGs in trenches are the worst people on this game. I can't stand that. I don't mean like using the LMGs like here, I mean like people who lie down like this. It's just a shit way of playing. If you're going to use the LMGs, use them properly. I've got him. Looks like I can't fall back too far. Oh, we're attacking, that's what I've just realised. I think he means with unlimited time, so you have to push them all the way back. Yeah, I mean, if you mean that, I suppose that's. I mean, it's a good idea, but it depends how many people will stay on to play that long. Because sometimes these games go on for about half an hour, 45 minutes. Flanked him. His mate's seeing me to my right though. Yeah, he saw me. I don't really like LMGs, but they're good at hip firing. Yeah, they are. You're right, definitely. Some LMGs are better than others as well. I think it's the Lewis gun, which is a really good hip firing weapon. BAR, that's a good one, but that's not an LMG, that's more of a. I think that's probably an assault rifle, is it? Dropped him. Only just though, he was gonna kill me there, I think. Yeah, easy win for us there, I think. I think once we won the first line, a few of their guys left the game. Cattle front two. I'm really trying to get all the gold medals on this game, but the one that I'm stuck on is the. It might show me here. No, it's not going to. But it's like get all headshots all game, but only headshots. If the game was on for like 25 minutes, half an hour, that's fucking difficult. That's why I think this is probably one of the more difficult platinum trophies on the PlayStation. Trench shotgun flashbacks, yeah. The trench shotgun in this game is pretty fucking good. I would like the devs to add a class that uses a. I'm anticipating what you're going to say here, Croc. An aeroplane that drops. Well, is that some sort of? Shit. What's that? Is that some sort of bomb? Listen, I don't know what that term is, to be honest with you. You have to explain that one to me. But yeah, I would like to see like even if it was like if an NCO could call in an airplane and then someone could be in the back and like would be able to spot enemies and mark them on the map. That would be great. Which there is obviously the AI can do that for you, but it'd be good if a human player could get in the back and do that. I would like the devs just to add. Make a sniper scope useful. If you want to do some sniping, Evan, use what sniper do I like? It's the French one. The French sniper's pretty good. Well, the French rifleman class. He's got a nice scope, and I think it's one of the Germans that has a really nice scope, and I think the Tommies have a nice scope as well. But I know what you mean. There is one class on this game, and I can't remember who it is, that has a square sniper scope that is awful. But I think with sniping, honestly, it just takes practice. The more you practice, the better you'll get with it. Don't always aim down your sniper either. Just scan using your eye and then zoom in. This map. I think this is your favourite map, isn't it, Croc? You were saying before. Bayonet. Yes. Getting cover. There's a guy up there. What games are you planning to play on streams? At the minute, there's only 2 games I'm planning to play. Verdun as usual. Oh, there's 3 actually. 3, mate. Verdun. I'm going to play Saints Row the 3rd as well, remastered. And then there is Rainbow Six Siege every now and then. Just that's if and when I fancy doing that though, because I know that's a game I rage at far too often. It is a steel dart with feathers on it, and they can pierce a human in half. Fucking hell, nice. And honestly, I'm going to have to research that after. It sounds quite a brutal weapon, if anything. And obviously, do they just throw them out then? Come on, Joe. Fuck that. Let's get down. My legs are going to break. Oh, no, they're not. But yeah, that would be a really fucking cool weapon to have in the game. I don't think we're going to win this line, to be honest with you. Really difficult. It's really poor for me, that. Really poor. I don't think I spelled that right though, but I think they just throw them out the plane. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be able to find it. Who was it used by? Croc, which... Was it a German weapon? Sounds pretty German to me. Right, where can I call him a mortars here? Who's sniping? Ah, it's just about to call it in as well. But it'd be good for front lines, can't remember, no worries. Yeah, it would be good for front lines, that. It's I imagine as well, it's probably an easy thing to bring into the game. Some sort of airplane feature, you know, or even if it's even it's just like a spy feature where at the back you're marking enemies, or if you're on a gun at the back shooting down. Because it wouldn't be OP, because you wouldn't be able to use it all game. It'd just be like, let's call it in. Oh, I hate this. The difficult part about attacking this one is that sort of the hill we're on top of now, because getting down, just a clear line of sight for everyone on them on the back hills where they hold. Like one of our teammates is actually doing a really far right flank there. I'm going to probably join him doing that. Have you played GTA? If you did, which one was your favourite? Mine is the 4th. Yeah, mine's number 4. Number 4 is my favourite, and then I also like Vice City. Vice City is a big favourite of mine. But in number 4, I actually played the DLCs before I played number 4 itself. So I played the Ballad of Gay Tony, and I also played the Lost and Damned. They were the 2 I played, and they were fucking brilliant. But I have played GTA, yeah. GTA 5 I'm not a big fan of, or I'm not anymore anyway. I think someone just killed him there, that's nice. Come on, I've got to drop it. Have I got any mortars? Nice. Let's call them in over there. Our guys are coming in. Here we go, we could take this now. Oh shit. That was a good flank though. We've got 2 guys in the right, I think, still. At least there should be. Hold your ground, yeah. Lord Arant, that guy, I think he's the flanker, which is good. We still need like a squad of, or some squad in the game to push left as a distraction whilst we get in the right, but I think they're starting probably to realise that we're getting in from the right now. As long as all of them don't realise, then we should be okay. Everyone I met always played the DLCs first before playing the main game, yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure why that happened. I don't know. I think when I picked up the game, it was the 2 DLCs instead of the main one. I've got no sprint left, which is really pissing me off. There's an LMG guy up here. I'm going to go for a bayonet on him. Oh, it's our guy. Alright, it doesn't matter. The flanks worked. I'll get my map back, my stamina back. In. Mortars are nearly in. This map is actually hard for both teams. It is. I think this first line is more difficult for us, but if they push us back to our next line, it's more difficult for them. But yeah, it's a good map. I was just saying to Croc before, if you want to get better at shooting and stuff, this map offline against bots is a really good way, because it's quite mental. He's seeing me. Reload, get down. My mortars in. Let's call them in up there. See how the mortars are getting stuck sometimes. That's a bit shit. In. Come on, zoom in, man. Zoom in. I think I might have just killed him there, I'm not sure. My team got torn apart last night on this map. On that map, yeah. It's such a dodgy map. It really is. Who were you playing as? What side were you on? I thought I hit him there. Should have hit him. Really should have hit him. That was a bad shot. Well, for the gyms, it's hard to get on the first trench because of the wall. Yeah. The problem is, we've fallen back now anyway. So this should be better for us, but it's how high you are on the wall as well. They can be quite far back, especially if you've got like an LMG gunner or a sniper. He can just pin you down constantly, which is why you have to use the right flank. You're forced to use it. Blackmill Games have done well because they could branch out to the Ottoman campaign in time. Yeah, that would be great to get the Ottomans in. Definitely on the Italian campaign. Go for a bit. Oh, I should have shot that guy. Shit. I think it's rare I saw anybody push further the tunnel trench. Yeah. I tell you what though, Nikita, if they do push past where we are now, it's really fucking difficult for us because the last trench line we've got is a bastard to defend. It really is. He's holding there, that's nice. There's no one behind us, is there? No. Is there a guy in the end of the tunnel? Not yet. Oh, there's a guy flanking. Got him. Couldn't save the other two guys though. Not good. Have we got any mortars? No. I'm getting pinned down. I don't really want to look up, but I sort of have to. Currently I've got a high sensitivity on as well. ADS sensitivity. Just for close-up combat. But for more long range you want to turn your ADS down a hell of a lot. Which is why I maybe should let them come to me instead of trying to poke at them. Is he still waiting for me? Yes he is. Some bad shooting there. Got him. Yes it is, I've never made it that far. I always manage to push the German team all the way back to the last trench, but I never know how me and my team always do it. Sometimes it's the momentum. If you take one trench... Sorry, I'm concentrating. I'll kill him, but he won't die. There we are, got him. Sometimes if you have the momentum on them, you can just catch them off guard, and in quite quick succession you can take them. It's the best way. I think it's that's how the game's meant to be played, but it's not always possible. We're holding the right flank pretty well, but I'm not sure how the left is going. Got mortar? No, I haven't got mortars yet. Oh, he's got me, but I think I took him as well. These guys are all piling up in here, which isn't good. So I'm going to go back up here, hold the top again. Because at least if they do come in on the left side, they've just got one tunnel to run down. And that's not too bad, you can hold them off. But if they come in this side where we are currently, they've got the main tunnel and they've also got this sort of flank area here. And once they get hold of that, it's a really fucking difficult task to take back. So if we can just hold it, then I'm happy. Obviously easier said than done though. Come on fella, pull your head up. Didn't hit him there. He knows I'm shooting at him, but I didn't hit him. Let's get him more in down there. I am online as well. If anyone wants to join, you're more than welcome to. EU server. He's got me. Well played. Well played. Cook, I think you're just really lucky because for me it's always the one guy sitting somewhere in the very last corner of the tunnel. Last trench, you always get them. There is always one guy. Always one guy who manages to hold it. He's usually got an LMG and he's lying down. No one can get past him. That's an American. Oh no, sorry mate. Yeah, they're in on the right flank now. Now we're in trouble. We'll change weapon. I haven't changed weapon yet. What have we got? The Kar-98. The only problem with this one is I don't have a bayonet, but we'll make use of the binoculars. We shoot at each other here. Ah, fuck me. Don't like spawning there. If I can spawn outside, that would be better. Nope. Oh, even further left, not here. Anywhere but here. I'm gonna make my way around. That's the best way to play Croc, I think. Always use a bayonet if you can. Definitely when attacking, be aggressive. Even if you get killed, it sort of puts the pressure on them so much. How do the binoculars help in battle? If you're the NCO, you get to call in smoke, mortars, gas, recon planes, and you can use your binoculars to sort of accurately call that in. So if I think there's a guy here, but if I look, see how I've got like a thing there and I can call it in accurately. I'm not going to call it in there, mind, because it'll get me killed, but shot near the wall, pop back up. He does. I think I've killed him. Didn't kill him though. But yeah, the binoculars are really helpful, and which is why you want your NCO to know what he's doing, because you can get really accurate mortar fire. And some sort of factions are better than others, depending on what mortars they use and what artillery they use. Because some artillery isn't accurate at all, but then some others are really good, But they help me when I'm NCO. Croc. Oh, I heard that one. God, he sees me. Come on, pop up. Try to pre-fire. I'm not gonna pick that one. Oh, you can't reload this weapon. Shit. We're stuck here now. I'm gonna go all the way around the back. So now we're in trouble. We'll probably lose this trench now, because they've got the main section down the right and they're still pushing our left flank as well. Are you sure you're not on the enemy team, Croc? You seem quite aggressive. Come on, run. Lazy bastard, come on. Sometimes wish the sprint was slightly longer, I must admit. Right, they're getting slaughtered here. Change. We can change. Oh, vote against. Shit. Accept. There we are. When you try to motivate your squad attack by running first, we'll get shot immediately. That's Verdun for you all over. Mr. X, you alright, mate? What are you doing? It's the game designer, yeah. He's making another battle royale for everyone, Mr. X. Just what everyone wanted. I'm only joking, Macroff. You know. Battle royale sucks. Nice, good, good. I'm a bit stuck at the minute because I can't keep running around the other side every time. But this tunnel also is just a death trap. It's what makes this map great. It's so fucking difficult. Looks like we're fighting back actually quite well. I like RPGs or first-person shooters. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, my hipfire didn't work there. First-person shooter one love. Oh yeah. Sometimes I let the Germans push all the way up, then try to get a bit of my squad. Pincer that. Croc, explain what a pincer is. That is. I know that's a tactic, and I've fucking heard that so many times, and I will know once you've told me. Is it like a flanking move? Possibly going behind them or something? I don't know, but I am so insecure. I don't know what to do. Why are you insecure, Macroff? You camping bastard! What a twat! Attack the trench. What are you insecure about? Croc, that's what I call pro gamer move. I've heard Croc is the king of the Xbox in Verdun. He's in charge. Too slow. Oh, there's so many of them there. If I could call a mortar in. The pincers are in a flank. Right, got you. My girlfriend. What's wrong with your girlfriend, Macroff? Is she a man by accident and you didn't realise? We know what you like, Macroff. She's in a different country. To you, alright, okay. Fair. Well, how far away is it, Macroff, from where you are? We've managed to somewhat get this back as well, or somewhat hold this trench, I think. Not quite sure how. It's so fucking difficult now. She lives in Pakistan, right? Has she gone for the coronavirus then, has she? I think of it as a crab claw closing. Oh, so you surround them from both sides and then trap them in the middle. It's a good way of describing it. The pincer, yeah. Trying to be careful not to shoot my own guys here. I let them push a bit, and then when one guy drops, the other one moves up. The pincer movement, or double development, is a military manoeuvre in which forces simultaneously attack both flanks of an enemy formation. That makes sense. The crab description Oh, the crab claw. That's a good little way of remembering it, actually. I mean, it's very possible to do that on Verdun if you've got a squad of guys you know. Finds a military expert in this chat. Pincer movement typically occurs when opposing forces advance towards the centre of an army that responds by moving its outside forces to the enemy flanks to surround it. I'm on PC, I just Google it. Nice. I mean, you're right, Croc, it's a fucking good idea, especially when they are sort of in the middle. We can come from the left, we can come from the right and sort of flank them. I think I know the best flanking point which you're on about, sort of to the right, but it depends how well they defend this sort of tunnel trench on this hill. Because if you can beat them where I'm aiming, so if I can beat them where I'm going now, I can actually go behind them and fuck them up a bit. Mr. X, how's my lock? It's all right. I haven't done any fitness, which is my main issue currently. So I'm trying to get fit again properly. Here we are, the pincer movement. There we are. Croc is on fire. Oh, it has worked. Military genius. That is fucking brilliant. Oh, sorry, fellas, mic malfunction there. Yeah, that was like a half pincer movement. That was sort of when one flank. In fact, that was just a flank there, but I did go behind them. That was good. That was a really good flank. Didn't win us the game though. Couldn't bring it back in time. Are you going to play R6 tonight? I don't think so. I don't. Possibly Makarov. I will get back to you. There's a chance. Depends how many people we can get on, but it'll be later on if that's the case. I'm currently enjoying Verdun. But that was probably the best movement I've done all night. That worked well. We've got 31 players in the game there as well. So, is this on PS4? Yes, mate, it's on PS4. I'm just playing without the HUD at the minute. Online, which I don't usually do. When I play online, I usually have the HUD on, but I've been playing a lot of offline, and the game looks nice without HUD anyway. So, Mr. X, where is Jay? I'm not sure where he is, mate. I'm not sure at the minute. Send him a message, Makarov. Ask him if he wants to play Siege or something. Squad. Let's go back to the Luger, I think. Let's go old school. Old school NCO. Here's another great map. But this map is fairly even, I'd say. Trying to think of who's got the better opportunities in this one. Oh, that was about time closer than I thought. I think we somewhat have the advantage because we do have the hill at the back, so we can put a few guys at the back and then have the rest of the infantry on the front. But Again, a lot of people know that spot now. I'm stuck here. God damn it. A lot of people take the spot on the hill up there. And because a lot of people know it, they get pinned down pretty quickly, so it doesn't always work. Sounds like they're doing a flank to our left at the minute. Oh, left push, should I say. You know, Verdun is kind of slow aiming. Friendly fire game. Yeah, it is a friendly fire game. You should play offline, mate. If you play offline game modes, you kill more of your own AI teammates than anything. I'm one man here, so it's not as bad. Apart from that guy who just sort of took my fucking spot. It is sniping glory. Yeah, this map is. It's great. Oh, shit. Oh no, sorry I followed you. Belgian now. There's a guy to our left. Didn't kill him. I think I hit him but didn't kill him. If it was a rifle I probably would have dropped him. At least I hope so. Yeah, so they've probably called in smoke. He's taking a lot of bullets, this guy. Have this, you cunt. Fuck off. If bullets won't kill him, I'll do that. Senegalese troops. I'm hoping that mortar's killed him. Yeah, it probably has. Oh, that was a good defence, really good defence. They didn't seem to push much there. I think a lot of them were holding back. Maybe just going for kills. I wonder if that's the same guy that has just took mortars as well. And gunfire. I go behind the tank. Where's the tank, I wonder? Is it this side of the map? Oh, there. It's not a bad place to be fair. The Germans have some of the best uniforms for cover as well. Not always. Hipfire wasn't working there. Reload quickly. Advance. There's a guy to my left. Fuck me. Fuck's sake. 1969. We'll keep trying to push this middle bunker. I don't like when people play like that. That's one of the players I don't like. LMG guy just coming in, spraying them down. Mr. X spamming 69. Have I got mortars yet? Yeah, I have. Let's call him in up there. Push left. Nice kill. I'm gonna just hold. I don't want to get friendly fired. Yep. Oh shit. Doesn't matter. I didn't think I was that close to them, to be honest, but yeah. Shit. Could be worse. I'm straight back in. Here we go. Although from what we saw there, that left flank is really fucking open. I'm not sure how many guys are in the game. It was pretty much full this game at the start. I can see them all on the hill. Just need to get in before they shoot me. There's one guy here as well. Here he is. It's too slow to shoot the Luger. It's a bit... I think it seems pretty accurate, just sometimes it's slightly slow. And I can't sprint after this guy. Just so you know, YouTube, all the people who are laying on the floor are having a nap. Yeah. I see what you mean, yeah. Luckily, I don't think YouTube will ban me. I mean, it might be too violent for YouTube, this, I don't know. I know what YouTube's like now. But yeah, they're having a nap, we'll keep it like that. German. Joe, what do you think about what do you think about human? Macro, I'm not Wings of Redemption. Random questions, I don't do them. What do you think about human? You're officially now my second troll, Mr. X, on this channel currently. I've got 2 of them. I think you're the worst one. Is he going to pop back up again? On friendship. He threw a grenade. I'm pinned down from each side here. I'm going to move left. Nice. Oh, did take him. Yeah, the guy on the top, that's who I was aiming for at the first one. Human are the best creatures or the worst? It's quite philosophical. I mean, it depends how you look at it, I suppose. You can't go wrong with dogs, Makarov. That's my opinion, right? Or horses. Horses are good as well. So this guy's whole career. Yeah, fuck the artillery, honestly. Just making sure. Yeah, I need to switch back to me rifle, I think, after this. And because my girlfriend's Muslim. Does that mean that's not good or something, or what? Is that... Will she get into trouble for that? Can you see the gameplay? Because I can't. Try and refresh the stream, Croc, if it's not working, mate. I'm hoping it's not my... recording thing. Might be. Yeah, honestly, it might be. I don't know. I've actually got a 4K capture card on order. I'm just waiting for it to be delivered. But when I ordered, they were out of stock, so it might take a while. I'm not sure. But fingers crossed, it comes fairly soon. Because at the minute I'm using the PlayStation recording system, and I'm not a big fan of it at all. I'm going to try and hold the right flank now, I think. Humans are great. Everything from religion to private property right was made by human, although I don't support right and private property. Try to change resolution to 144. No one's still watching 144 back. Thank you for the help tip, it has worked. What, the refresh or changing the resolution? If it's in resolution 144, I don't. It may as well be pixelated. No, what a knobhead. Teabagging is like, I can honestly say I haven't done it since the 360 days, but that guy deserved it there. I'm getting pinned down. Mortars, I'm going to fall back. Let's get some guys over here. We'll reload, reload. Oh, we're attacking now, okay. Dropped him. Let's try and drop this guy if we can. Oh, there's still a guy holding. Can't blame him, to be fair. I think if he's so close to our trench, he can afford to hold for like 70 seconds or something. So I probably would if I was him. My tip, I will take that. So why has she gone back to Pakistan, Mr. X? Is it because of coronavirus and she's had to go home or something, or? Have you pissed her off? Is that what you've done? Have you trolled her like you troll me? So Nikita, you don't believe in private property? Oh, that's a German. How come? Oh, how come? There we are. Sometimes hipfire does work. I just don't think you should sprint whilst hipfiring. Somebody's been naughty. Yeah. Someone's in the doghouse. Let's keep pushing down, keep pushing down. Come on, hipfire. Oh, it didn't work that time. I love her more than Jesus. Anyone in the world. It's getting all a bit emotional, this Makarov. Over. I'm not sure if did we clear them out there. No, we've lost all our guys. I managed to get in from one side of the trench to the other. They're pretty much there. Just going to hold in this hole for a bit. Chat state emotional. Yeah, naughty America is a good. Fuck's sake. That's why she's left you. That's why she's gone. Oh, I missed. Bayonet. Bayonet. Oh, here come the guys. Here we go. I'm just going to hold here for 1 second to try and get my bearings back. There we go. Very easy to get in this side of the trench. I don't know whether we need more guys in though. Although they're in down the middle now as well, which is good. I saw you. Oh, through the wood. First problem is his job, or her job. That's fair enough. Charge him with a bayonet. Yeah, I mean, so I think when a guy's like that with a pistol charging, people forget to use the bayonets in this game. It's like almost like a surprise attack, if you like. A lot of people still resort to shooting, and sometimes I do it myself. Sometimes I prefer hit firing. But if a guy's being inaccurate with a pistol, just fucking charge him. He's dead. Frenchie. He's moving too quick for me. I think one of the issues is we're not getting enough guys in the right parts of the trench. I think a lot of the team's focusing more on the right flank. When in reality I think we should be going more left and then maybe just holding the left instead of pushing all the way through. Get in. She didn't go, no, nothing happened. It just, I have to achieve fame and money, so stand by myself. I am not on a wheelchair. I have no idea what you're on about. Absolutely no idea. You have to try and achieve fame and money, but you're not in a wheelchair. I don't know where to start this. You've got me confused. You've got me confused, Roblade. Chat state should be confused. I think he wants to earn money from doing game design, from what I can imagine. Sprint regained. Try and push these guys back again. I think, have we got the trench? No, we still haven't. Oh, I'm hoping I picked him off ever so slightly there. Subject change, yes please. Yeah, I agree, Brian. I agree, Croc. I can truthfully say, out of like the few times that I've streamed, this has never happened. I said I have to stand by myself. Right. This could be a film that would get you fame. Yeah. I think I'm preferring this. What weapon's this? GW8805. This weapon, for me, feels better than the Kar98, I think. Iron sights are fairly similar, but I feel like this seems more accurate. Watch above. Right, let's charge them. Yeah, that was almost like what I was talking about before, sort of the surprise attack element of the bayonet. But that guy was expecting maybe just to hold and do the shooting, but instead I just sort of charge around the rear. Obviously I got picked off at the same time. Chat state, subject change immediately. Yeah, we could probably do with a subject change. See if there's. I wonder if there's going to be any more people in here. Oh, they've all just spawned. Took his arm off. Oh, I should be hitting that one. Come on. Sniper. It's them red hats that they wear. It gives them away. I mean, they look really nice. It's a really nice looking uniform. It just gives them away far too much. American to my left, I can hear him. Not Canadian. Amount of ammo. Oh, I should have been edge. Shite. Activate it, please. Stream. Subject is Joe's wedding. When Joe's going to get married? No, it's you're alright, Makarov. We'll stick to the games, mate. Stick to the games. I don't know where you got that from. That I was getting married. I don't know who the fuck's told you that. We really should have won that attack there as well. I'm a bit frustrated. I think, do we outnumber them as well? No, yeah, only by one player. So it doesn't make too much of a difference. It's just we should have pushed that left flank and got everyone in there for a foothold, but we didn't. I'm gonna have to call in mortars because there are a lot of them. I'm gonna let them come to me. There's another one there as well. As long as I don't push directly to my right, my mortars are in now as well, which is good. Come on, reload quick enough. Fucking hell. I'm going to hold this angle here if I can. Oh, that was poor. Not the subject change I wanted. Yeah, no me, mate. No me. Jesus. Makarov, I'm gonna kick you fucking out of this chat in a sec. Oh, there's a single troop bayoneting. I think we bayoneted each other there. That was it's quite a good bit of combat going on down here actually. It's probably one of the better parts of this match so far. I can see we've got flanking troops as well going round, and we're going to still push the tunnels, but we need enough that push the tunnels as well, or trenches. Can you suggest me how can I break rule and how can I be successful? How can you be, I don't know how you can be. I'm not sure. I honestly, depends what your class has been successful. Makarov, honestly. Immediately change subject or else I might get my Soviet uniform back. Yeah, I'm going to put my red coat on in a sec. Makarov's from India as well, so I might take it back over. Cheer up though, Makarov, seriously, cheer up. No need to be down too much. As long as you can ring her up in text, that's the main thing, you know. Could be worse. Could be worse. Who in the French army thought that a blue and red battle dress would be good in camouflage with French ground soil? I think what it was is originally the French uniforms were, I think, were still from sort of the line battle days, and they hadn't changed the uniform in a while. So I think by the time 1914 come, they were sort of unprepared for sort of with the uniforms, and I think that's how it goes. Oh, I should have been in there. But yeah, I think that's how the uniforms worked. It was just, I think it was in 1915 where they changed them to the light blue, but the light blue isn't even better. So I suppose it was saying that they did change them, but they didn't change them for the better. I think the best change was that they got a harder helmet, or they got a fucking helmet at least. The adoption of the blue-grey uniform known as the Horizon Blue because it was thought to prevent soldiers from standing out against the skyline. Ah, interesting, okay. It had been approved by the French Chamber of Deputies on the 10th of July 1914, but new issues had not been possible before the outbreak of war a few weeks later. Nice, interesting. Any questions we have about military stuff? Give it to Brian. Oh, he's a German, should have knew. Right, we're attacking. Yeah, the German uniform does. The only ones that don't are the ones that wear the Saxon caps. It's the Saxon caps which I'm not a big fan of. Jonathan K. Hey there. I just saw the stream randomly suggested on my YouTube feed. I started playing Verdun just 2 weeks ago and I love it. I'm playing it on PS4. Nice mate. If you want, you're more than welcome to join me currently. I'm on the busiest EU server, I think. And I can't switch to the American servers as the lag sometimes is a bit dodgy. Sometimes you shoot people and then they die like 3 seconds later. But it's good that you've got Verdun. It's a great game. Excuse me. We're ranking up fairly quick as well tonight. Level 70 already. It was good shit. Done well there. I've got the points scoreboard. 35 kills. That's not too bad. I'll possibly change roles up here, depending if anyone wants to switch. We're Honest crock. Another thing which I like about this game is the authentic music. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I have to turn it off on a stream or make videos because YouTube might copyright it. Usually they don't tend to copyright this era of music, but every now and then they just might, so I don't take the chance. When I make the backing music for my videos, I usually try and find like this sort of era music, but that's not copyrighted, so it seems to work. Hebel, have you seen John Wick? I haven't, you know, I haven't. It's one of these films which I hear a lot of people go on about, but it seems more of, I like a movie, like a film with a good story, and I prefer war films in particular. I'm not a big fan of just action movies, but yeah, it's great. I see a small community lately, and I'm planning on playing regularly to help keep it alive. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good to do. What you'll notice is when you play, it depends how often you play. Is a lot of the guys you kill or you get killed by are the same guys that run every night, and most of the community on Verdun that's left are really friendly, and it's great. It's good. There's always good guys on. If you follow the community page on PlayStation, you'll be able to sort of talk to people in there. And we've got a World War I events community as well, which every now and then we do like reenact historic events, which is quite good. And I put them on the channel as well. But we haven't done one in a while. I'm going to try and get one sorted soon because people are asking after them. By the way, any general advice on improving in this game? I personally suck at aiming with a controller. My advice is, for long range battles, your ADS wants to be really low, and you get a lot more. You get more accurate shots. After every time you've shot over like a hedge, go down into a crouch position and then reload. So if you're shooting at these barrels, shoot, get down, shoot, get down, and it's just a good way of like using the cover. And then put your ADS high, I suppose, when you're in CBQ sort of territory, if you like. But I mean, it's all personal preference to how you play. But honestly, one of the best ways of improving your aim is just playing against bots. Because it is really difficult. The more you play, the better you get. There's no particularly good sort of abilities or skills to get used to it. You just have to. I think the more you play, the better you get. Let's go over the top. Take his head. Oh, he saw me coming. Well played. Very well played. This game is more black and white. Jonathan, try to train your aim on bots for a bit and train your eyes to see enemies. That's a good idea. As I say, yeah, use bots definitely. Bots are a great way of training, if you like, or practicing. And you can change the difficulty of the bots as well. If you put them on easy, which I would recommend, put them on easy, and it's a good way of just sort of getting used to the game. If you struggle to find players, it depends where you're from, Jonathan, as well, mate. If you're sort of Europe, like if you're playing later on at night in Europe, then switch to the US servers, and then sort of vice versa, if you know what I mean. But I've got a few like videos on the channel which give you techniques and things, and so if you want to have a look at them, you're more than welcome to. You are lucky, PS4. There is nothing community-wise for Xbox. That's a shame. You should try and set one up, Croc, because I reckon you could even if it's just a small community, you'll definitely get a few people. It's definitely possible. I think the issue with consoles is trying to get mature players. A lot of people on console are just fucking kids that have no patience on games like this and ruin it for everyone else. That's the difficulty in anyway. Also, John, in this game, most of the covers are absolute. Can't be penetrated by bullet. So you need to use. So yeah, that's a good idea. The kitty's got great advice actually. Cover's essential, especially if you're playing as a sniper or something. And if you're using an LMG, which are easy to use. You have to be careful where you position yourself, and after every few shots change your position because your muzzle flash gives you away quite a lot when using an MG. Thanks for the advice. I have yet to play against bots offline. I will do the training with that. Don't subscribe and check. Cheers, Jonathan. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, that seems to be the case. The thing is, Croc, when the only time it was about 2 years ago when I sort of discovered that there was a small community of people who actually sort of played a bit more maturely. It was good. But as I say, the difficulty is just finding the right people for it. But you will. It just might take time. Try and use online forums as well. I'm not sure if Xbox has like a community page. We've got on PlayStation. We've got like communities which we can use to interact with, you know, players and things like that. It's quite useful. Right, looks like they're coming in on the right at the minute. I'm going to try and call some mortars in if I can. Let me get the high ground. Ooh, that's a nice kill. Mr. X. Up below. We're getting absolutely massacred here. The game started off fairly well. I thought our first initial attack was pretty good, but we couldn't get enough guys in the trench. I might just wait for my Xbox to break, then get a PS4. Sort this headset out, sorry. Right, there we are, it's working. Mr. X, nice. Which city are you living in? India's horrible. It's not that bad. Makarov. Oh, that guy was glitching there. There's a guy lying down. I'm going to do a full flank, I think, here. Try and get them from the back. I think a few of our guys are starting to do that now anyway. Oh, I need to actually quickly do something. Sorry. Hebel, which city are you living? Near York, mate. Near York. Although I'm not living there currently, but I will be again in a few months. Right, I should be able to do a flank from this position, hopefully. I'm having a few issues with this this headset currently. Sort of trying to play at the same time, which isn't going too well. Mr. X, this. I know you're the Indian hacker. To be fair, the Mr. X fella, he is quite good on computers. He actually recommended the laptop I have currently, which is working well. Being hit from the right. I think we're going to lose this trench. I really do. I'm hoping my headset doesn't go down again. Hello, New York. I thought you live in... No, not New York, just York. North Yorkshire in York, the city itself. Joe, you told me you live in China, Wuhan. It's funny you should mention that, Mr. X, because the first sort of, well, I can't even mention it because actually you get banned from YouTube for mentioning it. So I'm not even going to say it, just in case. No, York, another city. Yeah, York's really historic. It's a Roman, but it's an ancient city as well, actually. When the Romans were there, it was called Iberacum, and then the Vikings came, it was called Jorvik, and then it was called York eventually. We push them back? Oh, yeah. Looks like they're coming in sort of slightly down the middle. I can make other accounts, relax, bro. It's dodging and weaving, it's doing him well. I'm going to push in. Oh, actually, I'll call in some mortars from this position. I'm hoping they will do some damage because I can see quite a few of them. Bayonet charge. Didn't work. Whereabouts in Russia you live, like north or south, etc.? I really want to go to the city after which New York is named. York was founded in 31 AD. The 9th Legion constructed the military fortress. Yeah, they called it Iberacum. Iberacum at that point it was called. But it's been the settlement of York. It hasn't always been called York or Iberacum. Before Iberacum, it was just like a hilltop village or like, you know, the sort of tribes people, I believe, or clans. I'm not sure what you call them. Something's called in gas and it's fucking us over. I can't believe we haven't lost this trench already, to be honest with you. Yeah, I used to live just near the River Foss, where you've described there, and I used to run round the River Ouse quite often. If you ever get a chance to go to York, you should definitely go. They've got all sorts. It's a great city. The fortress was later rebuilt in stone covered in the area of 50 acres and was inhabited by 6,000 soldiers, yeah. So underneath the cathedral in York, actually, if you do go, they have got the old Roman Legion fortress. And just before coronavirus hit, they've got an expedition underneath the cathedral where you can go down and actually see the Roman walls, which is very good. Hipfire, I did get him. I was born in the south city of Novosibirsk. It's a port near the Black Sea. Jonathan K. Gets really intense fighting inside there. It's a great map and a nice change. I like the close quarter combat engagements better in this game. Yeah, they really are. But this map's pretty good for close quarter. It's not normally this good. This is like quite an exceptional game, actually. Oh shit, gone too far. But there's the Argonne. The Argonne front is probably the best map for sort of hand-to-hand combat, if you like, and bayonets and things. Bayonet, there we are. Ooh, I thought I was just going to dodge that. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best maps. To be honest with you, Jonathan, there's not too many bad maps. I think the only map I'm not a fan of is like, it's called Champagne or Champagne, something like that, and it's just really, really dark. And you can't run over the top either. You're sort of forced to. That was nice. You're sort of forced to use these trench lines that they've got dug out for you. Yeah, it is good though for close quarter. It's just what ruins that map though is the way people play it. A lot of people just lie down with LMGs in sort of like here, for example, they'll just lie down there with LMGs, and it's a pain in the arse to get round. German behind him. We'll do a left flank, I think. Are we defending? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, there's more. And I found some pretty poetry in a coin. What's this? I've had to rebuild a Roman road before. Nice. I found some poetry in a coin. Which I've kept. Nice, nice croc. Nice, good shit. Whereabouts was it? Let's get the chat there. It's working. It is working. There we go. Yeah, we've definitely lost this game, I think. These guys seem to have the momentum to keep pushing us further and further. Nikita is a very common name in India for girls. You just can never tell if he's trolling or not, ever. So what's your favourite class so far, Jonathan? Or faction? Have you been playing as the most? Modest Croc, South Yorkshire. Nice, nice. That must have been my mortar, I think. I hope it is. Bit too close for comfort, mind. We've got some Highlanders down here. And some French. There he is. It was a good grenade, actually. It worked out for him. Oh yeah, although I think Dormont is the best. I'm in a debate about the best close quarter combat map. I think St. Mayhill was pretty good. Fort Dormont is really good, but I think Fort Dormont's sometimes better offline than it is online for like melee combat and stuff like that. These are the scouts. Oh, nice. He had a grenade on him. Let's get on top if I can. That's a German. Shit. Yeah, I think St. Mayhill's pretty good. I think Argonne Forest is also a really good map. Come out of ammo. Let's get some, oh, can't get any more in. Get some guys in. Let's push down. Try and recapture this trench. There's mortars down. He's waiting for us there. What Stalin did World War? I don't know. I'm writing his name correctly or not. Are you asking what did Stalin do in World War II or World War One? Right, they've got me. I think Mr. X, you should probably ask. You should probably ask Nikita for that one. He's the Russian fella in this chat. Oh. I think we'll. I was pretty confident they were going to push us all the way back to our last line, but we managed to hold this pretty well. While Stalin was in exile, Russia entered the First World War, and in October 1916, Stalin and other exiled Bolsheviks were conscripted into the Russian army, leaving for Moscow. They arrived in February 1970, where a medical examiner ruled Stalin unfit for military service due to his crippled arm. No, Brian's just waiting for a historical question to be asked. Let's have a look. Have we got enough? Yeah, we've got enough guys in. Oh, yeah, we've won this trench back at least. We can just hold it for a little longer and then. Yeah, I've got him. If we can hold it for a little longer, then we should be able to attack them I'm hoping. I'm going to call in a mortar down there because they'll come through there again. And hold our guys here. I have a feeling this might be someone who knows me or dislikes me. Look at our wrong guys. Shit. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're doing a big right push, so we're going to push up there now as well. I think it must be them using the gas. They're doing it quite effectively. It does seem to be working for them. And smoke this time. Nice grenade. Very nice. I'm not just rushing on Commie too. Did he kill all the best doctors when he was about to die? The ones he didn't kill don't help him. A Frenchman on the hill there, I'm not sure if he's sniping. That was a Pole, but there is a Frenchman behind him. He's out. There's a Scot in front as well. Let's have a look, Brian, once again to help us. Nice. I can't tell if this headset is... Yeah, I don't losing battery, I just keep disconnecting it by accident. Which is kind of fucking stupid. Right, back on with the game. We're attacking that again. I think it's going to be stuck on this trench line now. It's just going to be sort of a battle of attrition here now. This is definitely my favourite gun of this class. Definitely. There's a German. Someone's behind him, I think. He's down. He had some good shots on me as well before. I thought he should have killed me. What are you drinking? Gamer juice. I should be concentrating on the game instead of reading the chat, I suppose. Right, we've got a few guys in. We seem to capture the centre of it, and then they push us again from the centre and the right flank. We just don't seem to be able to hold that. In with the mortar fire that I'm calling in every now and then. There's our guys up, pushing up. Just not quick enough. Oh, there's a lot there. I'm just going to fall back quickly. In fact, I need to be careful where I call in the mortars here, because if they're too close, they will hit me. They always seem to be slightly inaccurate, even with binoculars sometimes. I'll push once the mortars are in. Let's just hold the line for now. There they are. Jay didn't reply, so if you're going on that, so let me know if you're going to play R6. Yeah, we'll do, Mr. X. Right. I know. Grenades, I can hear them all over. I'm going to flank right with this guy. There's one Scott there. He's got him well played. Well done. That was a really good attack, that, actually. Oh no! Nuclear mortars. Chat state history lesson. Yeah, yeah. We've had a few different changes tonight in the chat. It's been quite a funny one, actually. Every time Mr. X joins, all goes tits up. Although I don't mind history. History's good. History's always good. You can hear gas or smoke, one of the two. Yeah, gas. Almost certain that must be the Tommies or someone calling that in. Push him. Ah, unlucky. Well, do you know anything about political ideas? Just an answer to this one question, because I don't plan on political discussion here. Yes, I do. Yeah. I don't tend to bring it up. Oh, I rarely do anyway. Not live anyway. So it'll set off an argument. Yeah, we were bound to lose that one. Yeah, it is a pretty good class. I enjoy using that one. The weapon I was using there, the 88, I definitely prefer that over the car. Definitely prefer that one. Just I feel like I'm more accurate with it. The German gas masks are terrible. Yeah, I think that's why they were using the gas. It's like they know that we can't see as well. Let's see how many kills I got. It's 41. That was probably the highest kill game I've had tonight, I think. But I'm going to call it a night there, I think. I just want to quickly check what level I got to, because I didn't see that. I think I'm nearly 71, which means I'm not too far off prestiging again, if you can prestige, which I think you can, because before a few of the guys who were in the game had like a golden strip next to the name. So yeah, I imagine it was. This loads up. Alright, cheers cock mate, thanks for watching, appreciate that. Yeah, nearly level 71, so that's good, that'll do for now. Right, cheers, everyone stay safe.